I think first and foremost, I think we've got to give Cincinnati a ton of credit here. This is a match that we played hard. We didn't always execute well. We played really hard. I'm proud of our team for as hard as we played. But we were really fortunate to win this match, I think. I told everybody, media, from the very beginning that if they think this match against Cincinnati is going to be a cakewalk, they're nuts. Because that's a team that's been in a lot of close tussles all year long, a lot of 5-game matches all year long. Came off a big win over at USF a couple nights ago. And anybody that thought this was going to be an easy match is crazy, because they are getting better and better. And Molly and her staff, they just keep grinding away. I've got a lot of respect for a team that goes in there day in and day out and tries to improve. And that's what she's doing with that program. Don't look at their record and say that's what Cincinnati is. That's a big mistake, because they're making progress and they're really going in the right direction. It was really hard for us to match their level of heart. I'm glad that we did it. I thought that Cincinnati wanted this match really bad, and I'm proud of my team for wanting it as much. When it came down to execution, these are the kinds of things that happens late in the year. You sometimes don't execute real well. I thought we executed pretty well at some critical points. And a lot of times that's how volleyball matches are won. But again, all the credit in the world to Cincinnati for making this, the war that it was today. They have a lot of heart, and they gave a lot of intensity, and I'm proud and we're fortunate that we won this match.
This match really kind of showed how crazy momentum can be in collegiate volleyball. They won the first set. You guys came back and rallied and took the second and third sets kind of easily, and then they blew the doors off of you guys in the fourth set, really hit the ball extremely well. And then in the fifth set, it was tied at 9, tied at 11, tied at 13. No team really had the advantage. Just talk about just the crazy back and forth swings in this match.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in us the first set. I thought we had total control. And it started with a missed serve and then a couple hitting errors in a row. And, sometimes we can do that. We're not what I would call a high air team, but we do err in bunches. And that's something that has cost us sets this year, sometimes matches. And that's kind of where we were that first set. I thought that Cincinnati, played okay, but I thought that we really gave that first set away. Once we got to the second set, I thought we settled down and played better. I just thought we outlasted them. The third set, coming out, we made the adjustments that we wanted to make, and we took right off. That was the kind of the match that we were really hoping that it would be. Then once we got to the fourth set, Cincinnati kicked it up a notch, and then they were low air, 14 kills, 3 errors in that fourth set. And if we're sitting back waiting for those guys to make errors, it was a mistake. And we had to go out there and steal it, and we couldn't match their intensity at all. And once you get to the fifth game, it's a shootout. Just throw out everything else. And like you said, it just close battle all the way through. I never once thought I felt like we were going to lose, but I'd be willing to bet over on their bench they didn't think they were going to lose either. And I'm just glad we made some really big plays after 13 that was able to just give us that 2-point cushion that we needed to seal it.
A couple of really strong individual performances. Freshman Taylor Gallert, 15 kills, hit 312. Senior Angelica Crump, 19 kills, 50 swings, big offensive load, hit 240 herself. Just talk about the job those two outside hitters did in this match.
Well, again, I thought Taylor Gallert did a nice job of coming in relief again. This is a very similar thing to what she did when we were up on our Northeastern trip. It's nice that Taylor has the composure as a freshman, that she can go in a very critical spot and respond. I remember looking down, she was hitting 500 for a good part of 2 games. She really gives us a big offensive lift. Ashley is still our starter. I know she's struggling. I know she's had a couple matches, but she's also shown that she can go off like she did at UConn. And we're just going to keep working with her. She has some technical things that she needs to work on. But it is nice for the team to know that they've got Taylor Gallert waiting in the wings, that if something happens that she can go out there and give us a little change of pace. The middles did what we thought they could do. Delana going out there hitting 308 with 12 kills. Kay Elise just had a couple errors at the end, otherwise she'd have been in the 300s. We're still trying to solve the right side. That's something I want to see us get stronger at down the stretch, is being able to strike as hard from the right side as what we've been. I think it puts a lot of pressure on our left side hitters, and I think Ashley's numbers correlate with what happens over on the right side because they're in the front row together. So, we got to find a way to balance out that pressure over those three hitters and find more ways to score from the right side of the floor. But I thought Marie did a really nice job of finding the right hitter at the right time, and Jelly had more of a typical Jelly type match. I think she sees that her career is starting to come down, and she's trying to figure out what kind of legacy that she's going to leave. And I thought that she did a nice job taking some pretty big swings.
On a personal note, tonight's victory was your 100th career victory as a head coach. First of all, congratulations on that. And just talk about how it feels to be able to get to 100 victories from a program that you started at, your first head coaching job, and the progress you guys have made as a program as a whole.
It's hard. It's hard for me, honestly, to do that. It's hard for me to reflect back because we're so in the middle of it right now, and we just went through this 2-hour and 20-minute battle, and I'm proud to be a UCF Knight. I'm proud to have the coaching staff that I have and the players that I have, and the fact that we've been able to be together and win 100 matches in the 6 years we've been here, turn the program around, turn a culture around, put ourselves in a position to be mentioned for an at-large bid. I think that's something that we're all really proud of. We'll probably be a lot more proud of it once we go back and we reflect on it. I know something like that, for me, it's an administration that gives us an opportunity to be good. It's a bunch of athletes that go in there and work hard every day. It's coaches that absolutely work themselves to the bone. It's a wife and children that understand that daddy doesn't come home very much this time of year. And yet my wife Katie finds a way to keep the house together and the kids fed and dressed. And I don't know how she does it working full time. She's an amazing person. So you look back on those 100, and there's so much that goes into it, that 100 really doesn't mean a lot to me, other than I've been really fortunate to have been surrounded with some great people and a great team around me, both in the gym and at home.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the big victory, and we'll talk to you again next week. It's the last home weekend of the season.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Andrew.